Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully you can't hear the heater running in the background. Trying to keep myself warm. I have blankets, I have gloves, I have heaters. Ready to go. Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute. I had one of those weeks. It was actually busy at work. Friday, I didn't get out until much later than I anticipated. And by that point, I was just like, alright, I'm just writing this week off. So I took the weekend, I did some other hobbies. And now I'm back. I've also been a little bit nervous about like continuing to play this because I have to read everything. And it really did mess with my voice quite seriously. I'm using a controller today to see if that changes anything. Because yeah, it's a lot of reading. So yeah, I've been a bit nervous about continuing it, if I'm being really honest. Okay, so that's that. That's all of these. I move... Oh, page. There we go. Hey, Maynard, how you doing? How are you? Can I go anywhere else? No? Okay. Sure. Well, I'm glad... Oh, that's a no. I'm glad I could help. How was stream today? I wasn't able to jump in. I saw you were live, but I had some things I actually need to do. I need to listen to things, so I couldn't have stream going on in the background. How was it? It was good? Excellent. What was I doing again? Someone remind me. Let me see. Oh, I'm going to the scriptorium. Righto. Okay. That's what I was doing. I've got all the things to keep me warm. I've got fingerless gloves. I've got a blanket. Got a heater going. All the things. Dormitory, I think. If I remember correctly. Old Bailey. Thorium. Alright. There we go. Oh, this is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked, and there's not a drop of rain in here. Good thing the abbot had Otto replace the roof to the scriptorium and library last month. With the calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. Guy's a bit of an asshole. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. As I was saying, he's a bit of an asshole. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor. We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Brother Piero, haven't you seen him yet today? I did, before Brother Guy arrived. Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? Why is Matthias ringing the bell? It can't be... Curse already? I don't know. I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. Is it an emergency bell? It's not stopping. I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God, give me strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll live. God, give me the strength to endure this man. Yeah, I don't need to go because I'm not a monk, so I can just like hang out. Still not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter. That sounded like a scream coming from the cloister. Wait, am I going the right way? Cloister? Yeah. I am. There was a scream. That's coming from just down the hall, maybe the chapter house. Okay. That's where I was headed. I think something terrible has happened, Master Andreas. Well, yeah, I'd say so. Oh. Remain silent. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Wait, who's dead? Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Yeah! Sister Marguerite, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Marguerite back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. God protect us. The Baron was, oh, so it's the Baron. A friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? The Abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. We are far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body? Awkward. Father Abbot, what are you saying? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Oh, look at, like, I like the dot, like as if he was writing so quickly. He's like freaking out and throwing around his ink. Do you want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? I think everyone's pretty much saying no. Silence! Quiet! Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Rothvogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. But then what will we do? So he just wanted to dispose of the body. God, okay. We must send the Baron's men to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freising at once. Mother Celia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet? Even better. Swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Again, the women come to the rescue. Calm minds. Brother Woslaw, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Piero? Why? Father Gernot, I implore you to reconsider. He was caught in flagrant delicto, covered in blood with a knife in his hand. Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Absolutely not. Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. Brother Piero is the sweetest little man that ever existed. There is not a chance that he did this. Not even a little bit. You? Yes, Gernot. I had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this. No anger, not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas. No. This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Be quiet. This is not your affair. I still don't know. This will be remembered stresses me out so much. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. Yeah. This will be remembered. I am through debating this with you. Debating this. My decision stands. Brother Woslav will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? This is ridiculous, but yes. So a lot of this will be remembered. I'm probably making all the wrong decisions. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either. But this isn't the time to push the abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well, but the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. I have to do something. I can't let him die for something he didn't do. I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, you could make matters worse. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at Nons. We won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Dun dun dun! Okay. I should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. Okay. Hopefully it will clear my head. Alright. I remember where the Druckers are. Da 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 da. I don't know why I'm singing ABBA. Da 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 da. Hey, man. Oh. Good day, Andreas. Back from the Abbey already. It's only noon. Andreas, are you alright? I'm not sure. Well, why don't you come inside and sit down for a minute? Yes, this has been a difficult day. I could use a distraction. I have just the thing, then. I'd like your opinion on my latest project. Why are we starting everything flipped? Good day, Andreas. Should I fix you a plate? I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Marie. Oh my, Claus, you must invite Andreas over more often so I can hear someone compliment my food. Your cooking is lovely, darling. Hello. Hello, Bertold. How are you? Sleepy. Feels, Bertold. Feels. Come back to my workshop, alright? Going to the workshop. Is it a torture device? I'm going to do a new run. Kitten. You going under the blanket? Going to do a new run of Till Eulenspiegel. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful, almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? I like it. They look wonderful. Excellent work. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these her word cuts? They are. The drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the word cuts and the type. My kitten. Bless us, O Lord, and needs our gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen, 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 amen. I'm hungry, yep. Amen. Andreas, what were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman, Lorenz Rochvogel, was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. So, cool, we're just talking about this. He's kneading. He's happy. He's under the blanket by my feet and he's just kneading. He's a happy kitten. That's awful. A murder in Curacao. How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron for of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. But no, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Oh, don't hold back on my account. I've had children and even helped Agnes deliver a few. I'm not squeamish. Yes, blood. But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who do you think could have done it? I did see Lucky Steinauer get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman? What do we got? Egg pasta, sausage, bread. I'm gonna start with bread. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Nod thoughtfully. Oh, there's no need for that, Marie. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure if Andreas asks him, he'll tell him what the argument was about. It was only a suggestion, dear. Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... Yes. Well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Otila's late husband, Rannick, ran afoul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details, but Rannick died just last year, and Otila hasn't been the same since. She was always an old bitch even before she was old. What if that's how people talk about me? Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. Klaus, that's enough. She's had to deal with a job's lot in life. I've dealt with a lot in life. Maybe that's why people will call me that behind my back. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she is a bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. Women are not legally barred from inheriting. It all depends on the details of the lease. Did she come from a wealthy family? She did, in fact, wealthier than Rannick's anyway. If the land they lived on was part of her dowry, she may make a case to lay claim to it or property of equal value. Well, well, are you a lawyer, Andreas? Enough about Otilia. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? Hi, kitten. What are you doing, bubby? Tail. I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Frennick has been acting strangely since that day Lorenz arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement. I know they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron bought a book on astronomy for me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? It's not that outlandish. When I was in university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. I mean, true. I mean, we see that now as well, you know? What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others and worth killing for. That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Fenric. Not even when Gernot was made abbot instead of him. Afterward, he seemed bitter, but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? There was something strange when we approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word. It sounds like they have a history, at least. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andreas, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero. You are always welcome here, Andreas, anytime. Yeah. You are especially welcome with this one. Oh, thanks. God be with you, Andreas. Thank you. Be good until I come back, Bertolt. I'll try. That's all we can do. All any of us can do is just try. Oh my god. Allie! What are you doing? Who got one? Please stop. Please save your money, Allie. Monk got one. Let me see who else that I recognize. Maynard! Woohoo! Bim! Bim got one.
Oh no, Robin, what happened?
50 is a nice number. 50 is a nice number. Kick-ass! Thank you for 52 months! Madness. Hi, how are we doing? I was checking on the cat. Hold on. Oh, shush, Allie. Stop looking in mirrors, honestly. Actually, you should look in all the mirrors because you're just so gorgeous. Just can't even. Thank you. Oh god, now you've got backup. Damn it! Man. Normally you don't have any backup, so it's fine. It's normally I can get away with it.
Your ass puts others to shame.
Thanks, Kick-Ass. Even Geralt agrees, totally. Why are you sitting in the dark? Oh, well, I guess because it's winter and it gets dark so fast. Yeah, that's fair. Well, because it's 9 p.m., yeah, also. I mean, to be fair, it's like dark by like 4:30. So, 5. So, really, it's... yeah, well, thank you for the 10 gifted. You are 2... There was even a hype train. Jesus, okay. Cool. I can't even see that. I need to do something with my... I can never tell what's actually going on. I never sit in the dark because you light up my whole world. Oh my god. Allie, when are we playing Split Fiction? Are we doing that at some point? Because I need to hear your laugh. Or at least, I need to hear you laughing at me and my idiocy. Idiocy. That would be great. I still, you know, one of my favorite clips is still, and it's in my Twitch trailer, is still that moment where we were doing that puzzle on the friendship one, and you like went to run through the puzzle essentially, and I'm like, no, stop, and it's like, oh my god, like that whole section is just madness. It makes me laugh every time. I mean, I'm free most nights. And the weekend, obviously. So yeah, I'm sure we can figure something out. I haven't actually bought it yet, but I will. There is a sale on, so I should see if it's on sale at the moment, actually. Two days remain. Why did 2 days remain? Okay, I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky Steinauer. He's probably working in front of his house. The widow Kemprun lives south of here, near Franzbauer. Prior Frennick is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Yeah, okay, cool. We might just get you to host, yeah. Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent, but if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. I think we go to the body first, no? Because, like... Didn't we say... Oh, okay, great, yeah. Sunday is perfect, actually. Sunday's a perfect day. So we can definitely arrange for a Sunday when it works for you. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think this week, Saturday, I have a 1-year-old's party to go to. Yeah, Sunday I'm free, though. Okay, perfect. Apparently we hit Hype Train level 4. Thank you for those who participated in the Hype Train that I never know was actually on. I appreciate you. Allie and Kick-Ass. I'm gonna say that was... those were my hype people. Well, not don't do it right now, because there won't be a hype train. So that doesn't work. That's not interesting. No. Because otherwise it's just gifted subs. And it's the same alert. I don't even have different alerts. It's like the same thing over and over. And like, how boring is that? No. Thank you for the 10 though. I do appreciate it. Because it's gonna be a rough year. It's gonna be a very tight year, unfortunately. Just with, I have to purchase additional leave to cover my internships, my placements, to get my master's done. So it's just going to be very, very tight this coming year. Which is why I'm supposed to be trying to be consistent with stream. And I'm not. Bad streamer. Oh no, like, I'll be fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like in the poorhouse. It's going to be very tight. It's just going to, like, I'm budgeted to within an inch of my life sort of video, which is fine. I'm used to that. Like, it's not the end of the world. I've been there, done that. And it's only for a year. And then I will have my master's. That'll be completed. That'll be done. And when I say year, I mean, like, financial year, right? Like, so, like, essentially July to end of June. So it's fine. I'll have my master's done. It's all good stuff. Okay. So, the Baron's man, Nicholas, has departed for Innsbruck to request the presence of the most revered Jacob Essler. He'll be gathering evidence about the murder and interrogating those who might have information. So, I need to figure out the meaning of the cipher Fenwick wrote in the scriptorium. He used a Volveil while writing it and took it with him. He can't keep it in his robes all the time, can he? Right. I'm thinking. I'm working on it, Allie. I'm working on it. Okay, so... Okay, I definitely think we go check the body first. No, I don't want the forest. I want meadow. That's that. Not the mill. The forest. Abby. Now, where is his room, this dude? Oh, right there. Okay. Throw stone. Andreas, this way. Okay. I think looking at the body is an important one. There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Fair? Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up to it. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help Piero. Good. Let your resolve steel you. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Wait, do I actually need to take notes? Hold on. You're attempting to make music. Do I get to hear it later on? Do I get to hear the music? I appreciate the lurk, though. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate everything about you. And your beautiful face. And your beautiful soul. And everything. When it's done, I don't hate it. You won't hate it. It'll be great. And you're super talented, so it'll be fine. Okay. Notes. Very naked body. Let's go. Nope. It's compliment alley hour. Begin by inspecting his anterior, starting with the face and head. Okay. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. There it is. A puncture wound between the 6th and 7th rib. Okay. 6th and 7th rib. Where's that? It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand. Wait, he inflicted it on himself? How can you tell? From the angle and depth of the strike, it's as though he were holding it in his right hand as he fell on his side. You must know that I was not always a monk. I was a mercenary for 10 long years in Poland. My familiarity with wounds comes from my time on the battlefield. I am no true surgeon, but I am the closest Kersal has. If the wound was that shallow, it doesn't sound like it could have been fatal. It wasn't. It's likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife, which means he pulled out his knife to fight someone. He must have some other wound that issued forth all the blood we found him in. Who do you think killed him? I don't know. I can't even speculate. All I can do is examine this body and hope that you can figure out the rest. Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Piero striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. Brother Piero never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Okay, there's a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with his murder. There's a sore on his sex. It's unfortunate. I'm not familiar with it. It was first discovered 20 years ago by French soldiers visiting brothels in Naples. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband, not uncommon among the nobility. Say nothing. We don't need to go into it. Down. Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Of course. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. How could that have happened? I have no idea. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. Oh. The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. Say nothing. The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. Okay. How can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there's a clear impression in the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice unless the Baron were already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. How long could he have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Oh. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house. He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area. About the big garden. Actually, could he have been attacked outside of the abbey? No, I don't think so. With a wound like that, he would have collapsed before he got inside. And certainly someone would have seen him. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. Could it have actually been a fist? No. I don't think the strongest soldier could do this with a punch unless the Baron's head were pressed to the ground. Even though we would also see damage to his nose or forehead. Even then, sorry, we would also see damage to his nose or forehead. Could a woman or an elderly person have done it? Anyone could have, given the right weapon and sufficient height. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unawares. Save the small knife wound, he has no other injuries. I suppose that he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So I believe we discovered two important things. Piero didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, it wasn't what killed him. Indeed, though it may take more to convince the Archdeacon of Brother Piero's innocence, because he doesn't like him. And we also know that the Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy, blunt object. Now you just need to find what caused the blow and learn who struck it. Oh, there's one other item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jacket, but didn't want to open it without you. I feel like I just did that by his hair. Just like, flip that around. A note of some kind. I trust you to open it more carefully than I would. What does it say? Das Mädchen, das starb und die... The girl who died and the innocent with her. Matin chapter. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Girl? What girl? And what innocent? Guess is as good as mine. Unfortunately, I don't have much faith in my guesses. That sounds like somebody who is pregnant. That's how I read that. The girl that died, and the innocent with her. Like, as in, within her. Can you tell who wrote it? Someone with an extremely refined hand. This was done without any guides. I don't think they're French or Flemish. It would be some form of Bastarda script. Do this one. I don't think they're French or Flemish. Bastarda and Burgundian scribes write similarly, but no, this is a highly refined Gothic hand. As good as Adok and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. What? Really? If not them, who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding answers. Finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay here is an additional... Say nothing. Brother Florian, could you open up? It's Werner Stoltz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Can you return after supper? I'm afraid it can't wait. Father Gernot asked me to examine the Baron's body. Alright, just give me a moment. Andreas, I need you to hide yourself. Of course, absolutely. Yeah, will do. Ah, Dr. Stoltz, sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. It seems unnecessary at this point, as I've just completed my own examination. Well, then, what's the harm in letting me take a look? Nothing, I guess. Dr. Stoltz, with all respect, I've finished. The cause of death is clear. If you had arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbones. Wow, okay. Remain hidden. Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gernot presently. Great. Time for me to go. That was close. Now quickly leave through the cloister before they return. Of course. Thank you, Brother Florian. Think nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then. Okay, so... Vespers. 1 day, 19 hours. Should find someone to eat with. Okay. I can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. What could it mean and who wrote it? It's pregnant girl. 100%. I wonder, does it tell me where people are now? Let's find someone to share supper with. Most of the families in town are welcoming. I could visit Smokey in the forest. Imagine having to, like, run around and, like, try and find someone somewhere to eat for the night. Mill? No. Rutgers? Central Town? Is this what his name was? Is this him? Hold on. What's his name? Oh, sorry. Sister Lisbeth of Utrecht. There you go. Where's Lucky? There. Yeah, Steinauer. Go into here. Hey, man. Andreas. Good day, Lucky. Do you have a moment to talk? Make it quick. I was wondering if I might break bread with you and Agnes. We've never shared a meal. I don't see why not. Agnes would be glad to have you. Is now good. That would be great. I was hoping I could do it this way. Let's not keep her waiting then. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts are about to say blah, blah, blah. And we pray you keep safe the souls of the two innocents who rest at your side. They are dearly missed. I think this was the right place to come. Alright. You're looking tired, Agnes. Did Elsa keep you up late? I don't mind it. She needs the support, and I'm happy to give it. Someone has to look after the women of this town, and Werner hardly cares to. You don't care for the doctor? He's terrible. Haven't you met him? A stuck-up ass who thinks he knows everything just because he went to a fancy university. No offense meant to you, of course, Andreas. You've never lorded your education over me. I wouldn't dare. Else deserves better than his clammy attentions. Is Elsa the miller's wife? Married to Leonard Miller, yes. I'm surprised you haven't met her yet. Did something happen to her? She lost a child a few weeks back. Oh. She was overjoyed when she finally quickened, but her bleeding returned soon after. It has been difficult for her, but she has been through it before. She will make it through again. Oh, poor lady. Ravioli, trout, and farmer's bread. Yum. Start with the bread. She is strong in her love of Christ and in love of her husband. She does dote on him, though Leonhard hardly deserves it. Why is that? The miller is not a kind man, not to the peasants and not to his wife. Spreading rumors is not Christian behavior, Agnes. It's hardly a secret. The man has power in this town, and he makes certain we all know it. Take it as a caution, Andreas. Don't get on the miller's bad side. Noted. The best thing we can do for Elsa is care for her as neighbors, like Christ tells us to. She isn't the only one in Tassing who struggles in her marriage. Even my Brigitte has her troubles. Martin Bauer's wife? I didn't realize she was your daughter. Our only living child, yes. God rest their souls. We should never have agreed to their marriage. She deserves better than Martin Bauer. She loves him, Lucky, and she had to marry sometime. What could we do? Found a man who isn't such a useless shit. At least we got Wolf out of it. I'll make sure he grows up solid. He'll become a great stonemason. Just like his grandpa. Now, why don't you tell Andreas about your work at the Abbey? You said you found something strange in the building. Strange how? I wanted to ask him about his child that they've apparently lost. Because he said two. Two of them. So I'm like... Who's that? What is going on? Ah, that. I was repairing a cracked wall down in the crypt. The Abbey used to be a Roman fort, right? So it's no spring hen. I bumped into a relief of the Virgin and a door slid open. Was the damnedest thing. Where did it lead? To the library, of all places. Anyway, stuck my head up through the trapdoor and one of the nuns screamed. Didn't tell me that part. I felt bad for scaring them. You must have frightened Sister Illuminata half to death. I probably should have knocked first. Never know what you'll find behind a closed door. Speaking of work, I should get back to it. Still lots to fix after that storm. It was lovely having you, Andreas. Take care, Agnes Lucky. Thank you for your hospitality. See you around the Abbey, I expect. So, who is Lucky's lost child? I should get some sleep. Their lost child. It's really interesting. He sleeps in the chair. Dad sleeps in a chair. There must be... There's the big dude. He probably has his own bed. But then... There's like... 3 of them in this one tiny little bed. Like, it's mad. And I'm in a guest room. Like, that's just crazy. Go to sleep. I wonder if I can just stay awake. I don't know, actually. I haven't actually tried. Wonder. Pull the blanket up over you. That bothers me. Oh. What's going on? Andre? Good Oh, it's not morning. It's the middle of the night, Ursula. How did you get out of bed? What are you doing up here? I see. Would you like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? Have you heard the story of the cat and the cradle? Far up north in Flanders, where Lenhardt's mill came from, there's a town by the sea. 100 years ago, there was a great flood there on the feast of St. Elizabeth. You know how mad your dad gets when the water comes through your farm? Well, it was like that, but much worse. If your dad saw St. Elizabeth's flood, he'd probably lose all his hair on the spot. The waters rose so high that everyone had to leave the town. Many families lost their homes. When the flood waters went down, the townsfolk went to look for survivors. Would you believe that they saw a baby's cradle floating in the water? I know. It's strange credulity, what? But it's about to get even stranger. There was a cat on the cradle. It was jumping back and forth to keep the waves from getting in. The townsfolk couldn't believe it, so they slowly rowed their way out to the cradle. And when they looked inside, what did they see but a tiny baby, warm and Anyway, that's why they named the town Kinderdijk. Makes more sense if you know Dutch. There you go. Kinderdijk. So Kinderdijk, literally translated, for those of you that don't know, Kinder, it means like child, and dike is a dike. Like you know, he put his finger, the little Dutch boy put his finger in the hole of the dike. Yeah. Kinderdijk. Oh, why do I not wake up on time? Ursula, what you doing? Ursula's very cute, I have to say. Hello, Andreas. Morning, I hope the day is treating you well. Well enough, though there's too much to do and not enough hours for it to do it all. The storm made such a mess of the town, and there's leaks in the roof at home. But there's all that wool. What's this about wool? The ewes are near to lambing, so we sheared them last week. I must have spent ages washing all that wool. Have you ever smelled wet, dirty wool, Andreas? Ugh, there's nothing worse. Now that it's clean, we've got to spin it, and that takes an age all its own. I don't know where I'll find the time. Do you need an extra hand? I'm always keen to learn a new craft. We may, but I'm afraid the permission isn't mine to give. Clara, Hetty, Veronica, Kat, even little Ursula will be there, though she makes mischief more than she helps. At least the work goes quickly, with the women working together. Lively conversation helps pass the time. Sometimes we even get visitors. Could I be a visitor? You're welcome to come. I'm sure the others would be glad of your company, too. Johann Bauer will be there to keep an eye on us. As long as you stay outside, I can't see what harm you visiting would cause. I'd like to try my hand at spinning. Nothing would make Hetty happier. She's quite the taskmaster. We meet at Johann Bauer's home. Come by in the morning or afternoon and speak to Johann. I should get back to work. It was a pleasure running into you. Be well, Ava. Okay. Okay. So now I've taken that on. What am I doing here? Johann Bauer's farm is there. How much time do I have? I don't even know. Il Peter. Andreas. Yeah. Ah, yes, Andreas. Okay. This weather's been awful. God awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. Well, that's a pretty big difference. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Furcha? To keep the skies clear and the weather fair. Mateus knew Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. I thought St. Moritz protected Tassing. Yes, and St. Satya too. But who do you think protected it before they came along? The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Rannick Kemper knew that. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow Attilia? Yes, she always hangs the door frame with lavender to keep the spirits out. I see. Cough, cough. I should go. Okay. Interesting. Johan's family keeps beehives for the honey and wax. Johan. What we got here? We've got Hetty and Veronica. I better see that skinny bottom of yours at the bee. Let's go. Franz Bauer and Widow Kemper. Okay. Johan. Andreas was just wondering when you'd turn up. The gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she's got you in her claws. So I hope you've got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. I don't have the time just now, maybe another day? I'm not about to twist your arm, young Master Mailer, but you be sure to come around before Sunday. Okay, so wait, where's my dates, guys? What's the date? What's the time? Where are we? How do I know what day it is? Oh, that's, yeah, I'm right. I want to know, how do I find out? Oh, here we go. 1 day and 7 hours remaining. Right. Brigitta. Franz. Cat. Church in the Druckers. Town Commons. These figures look like they were carved by someone without formal training. Okay. Tilia's house. Well, if it isn't the late Baron's new best friend. Nice to see you too, Ottilia. Huh. Sarcasm. How original. What do you want? You must be bothering me for something. We've never really talked. I thought it was time we get acquainted. No one wants to talk to a surly old widow out of the goodness of their heart. No, I know your type. You want something from me. What is it, boy? Spit it out. If you insist, I was hoping you could answer some questions about Baron Rothvogel's death. Ha! I knew it. Not the first time Percha answered my call. You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Maybe burns that entire abbey to the ground. And that's all I have to say about it. The life of an innocent man is at stake, one of the elderly brothers. Can't you spare me a few minutes? You think I care about what happens to some old monk? Ha, idiot. Kill them all, see if I care. Every agent of the church should die. What is this anger coming from? Is it something I can help with? No. Well, maybe. Don't suppose those skinny arms of yours could hold more than a paintbrush. I'm not so strong as Otto, but I can lift things and reach high places if that's what you need. Not often someone offers to help out old Ottila. Fine, you do some things for me. Maybe it'll jog my memory. Great. I love it when we're bribed. But it's going to take a while. Lots of things been building up. Things I'm too old to do. You got some place to be? I have no other plans. I'm all yours for the morning. Follow me, then. We better, I think, help her first. Been needing to collect some firewood, but I haven't been able to muster the energy. Do you often have a difficult time gathering wood? I'm an old woman. Everything's difficult. And no one's around to help me, not since my husband died. Now stop yammering and get to work. This light won't last forever. Okay. What does she want? Most of this felling is for the abbey's renovations of firewood. The town can only gather sticks. That's a bit rude. So they cut down all the trees, and then whatever's left, the town can take firewood. There are the trees Otto's been felling for the abbot. Break off that branch there, the big one. If you insist. Good. I like an obedient boy. I mean, technically it is a stick. Eat shit, Gernot. Like her little, way of fighting back. That's all the wood I need for a while. I can't use all these sticks. They're too big. You need to break them down for me. Sure, break the sticks. Got it. I need the right side at a certain length, so break them. And forget the leftover scrap. I need the right side at a certain length. So break them. Where should I break them? I'll know it when I see it. Now get snapping. Too big. You're not listening at all. Okay. Fine. That one should do nicely. Okay. I suppose that one is fine. This one is too big. I don't need a club. Okay. That should do nicely. Okay. Okay. It's probably a bit big. Maybe you're more useful than you let on. Now come help me back at the house. Okay. Are you sure this will be enough wood? What if there's a cold snap? Perhaps we should get more. It will have to be, won't it? Unless you mean to come around again. I'm an old woman living alone, and summer is coming. Soon I'll only need fuel for cooking, not warmth. Don't worry yourself, boy. I'll be fine. If you say so, but I worry about you living alone. I have some mementos from Rannick, Hero. Here. Hero. They've gone crooked, and I can't reach. Could you hang them for me, Andreas? Easy enough. And please, be careful with my pictures. Some are very fragile. I would hate to lose them to your carelessness. Oh, jeez, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm okay. I thought it was gonna, like, make me... Think you could hang those papers on the table. I can't reach. Yeah. There you go. That looks alright. Thank you for hanging those. Just one thing. Remove the cross. Are you sure about that? Don't you gainsay me, boy. Alright, I guess if you're sure. Of course I'm sure. You've done what I asked so far. Why are you balking now? Just do it. I'm assuming she didn't mean for me to hang this rote. Remember your husband, the pain he carried like Job, the red bird flies. Where did this note come from? No idea. I found it on the table the night before Rothvogel died. I can barely read it. The writing's too fancy. Keep it if you want. It means nothing to me. So it's somebody... I've got one last thing for you to do if you're willing. A legal document. I need you to read it. The words are too small for my old eyes, and my reading's not so good. Nothing would delight me more. Of that I have no doubt. Okay. Let's see here. Standard introduction. This document shows, etc., etc. This is Guy's hand. He's made it quite difficult to read. What a surprise. Here we are, the meat of the document. It says, due to the recent death of Rannick Kemper, his lack of heirs to inherit, your inability to pay fees on the land, your property is forfeit to the church. That said, this is all very suspect. I did not complete my law degree, but I smell something rotten in this letter. There are questionable assertions here. Do you have any documentation on Rannick's lease agreement with the Abbey? No, never seen anything like that. I didn't think the lease was with Rannick. My family's lived here for over 100 years. If that's true, it's quite likely the lease is with one of your father's ancestors, not Rannick. If that lease allows for partition of the land, you would have the ability to allow others to farm here in exchange for payments to you. Johann and Franz Bauer never would. They want this land for themselves. And maybe if you sweet talk to ill Peter, you could convince the Gertners to take it on. Ha! All my honeys turn to vinegar, boy. But maybe you're right about the family. I've never had any problems with the Gertners. In any case, it's clear that the Abbey is not being truthful about the existing lease on this property. It seems they used Rannick's death as an opportunity to try and change the existing lease to something more profitable. Yes, Rannick's death. This is all the fault of that monster, Lorenz Rochvogel. If he were alive, I'd kill him myself. May he boil in hell for all eternity. So I don't know what he did, but I think it's time you tell me what happened with the Baron. Rannick, my husband, he caught that Rothvogel devil riding through our property and told him rightly to leave. Baron beat my Rannick for it, beat him so savagely that he took a cane to walk. Even his breathing pained him. Never could breathe deep so long as he lived, which wasn't long at all. Good God. That Baron was the worst kind of man, careless and cruel. He knew he could beat my Rannick and suffer no consequences, so he did. We were not even so low as animals to him, we were furniture. And I knew after Rannick died, the church would try and take what little I had left. This document only confirms it. All because of Lorenz Rothvogel. Say nothing. Since Rannick left, I'm just waiting to die. Why should I have to go on living when he is gone? He has not even been dead a year. I hoped I would follow him before the church came for what was left of our life. Inheritance laws are cruel to the widowed and the childless. Just as the church likes it. Doesn't matter, boy. The laws will never change, and nobody cares. You know, that's a pretty compelling reason for you to have killed him. You said yourself you'd do it if you could. Who's to say you haven't already? Finally, some honesty from you. This was the real purpose of your visit all along. I'm an old woman, Andreas. Even walking from my bed to the door pains me. How could I kill a man in his prime? Not that it matters. I'm sure I'll take the blame for it anyway, just like I'm blamed for every runny nose and thrown horseshoe around here. The people in town can't wait for me to die, and the Abbey vultures hate me for my contempt of them. None of it matters. I don't care what happens to me anymore. Thank you for your help, boy. You're the only one who's come calling since my Rannick passed, you know? Wow. Now get out. I need to lie down. Of course. I was glad to help. One day and 2 hours. I definitely don't think she did anything. Hello, Master Mailer. I'm sorry to cause you trouble, but have you seen Martin recently? He wasn't feeling well, so I let him sleep until prime. But when I came to check on him, he was gone. I saw him Thursday morning. He ran through the meadow while I was on my way to the Abbey at prime. But he said he was sick. What was he doing in the meadows? He hardly ever goes out there. It always makes him sneeze. He seemed to be running from the Abbey. Why do you ask? He has a history of making poor decisions, like stealing. Baron Rothvogel's manservant believes Martin may have stolen some of the Lord's rings. Lord have mercy. That must be where he's gone to sell them. Oh, Martin, how could you? Do you know where he's likely to have gone? The last time he ran off, it was to Innsbruck. But I don't know. I don't know. He could be anywhere. What if he's attacked on the road? I'm sure he'll be alright, Cat. I pray to God that you are right. I'm sorry. This is not your trouble. Thank you for speaking to me. Was there something else? I don't want to impose, but if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please let me know if you see Martin. I'm so worried for him. Of course, Cat. Thank you, Master Mela. Be well. Oh, I meant to ask, would you care to join us for a meal? How kind of you. Please lead the way. Who else did I need to talk to? Perhaps another time. Okay, because I think if I'm looking at who I need to talk to... I'm going to say... Meadow. I wonder if I can, like, eat with the sisters. Tilda. Margaret each. It's another cat to pet. A nice kitten. There is... This shovel has blood on the blade. That's not normal. I think Sister Matilda uses it in the garden. I should ask her about it. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all her herbs here. Okay. Sophie. Looking at all the flowers. Tasting it's lucky to have such wound wort. Interesting. Not a bad stream on the best. Beg to differ. How are you, Des? How you doing? Who was I supposed to ask? Oh god. Matilda, that's it. Could always be better. I could be more consistent. That is why I'm a bad streamer. My consistency is atrocious. I'm doing good. I am doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I have to think about it, but yeah, no, I am. Got way too many hobbies, but that's like a luxury, basically. Consistency and pronunciation. Is my pronunciation really bad? Are you catching a lot of what I say in this and you're like, oh god, Robin, please, learn how to speak. I swear it's because... Consistency. What? Consistency. What'd I say? Anyway. I blame it on the fact that I read tons as a kid, but I read in my head, and I didn't have to say it out loud. Messing with me, aren't you, Kick-Ass? You're just messing with me. Bless you, Master Mela. May I ask some questions, Sister Matilda? Rough day at the office. Are you still working in the same place? You still... Or have you moved jobs? I did say consistency. Did I? I was probably in the middle of saying something else. I do that a lot as well. Like, my brain moves faster than my mouth sometimes. Which is hard to believe, given how fast I can talk, but... It is actually something that happens to me. You know Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. I have to ask you about your shovel. The garden shovel, I wouldn't say it's mine. It belongs to the Abbey. I just use it more than the other sisters. There's blood on it. I recently used it to kill baby rabbits in the garden. The other sisters are too squeamish to do it. I didn't clean it because it was going right back in the dirt anyway, but why bring up the shovel? Hey, Maya, how you doing? Still with Woolies, but love living with the other half. Oh, that's good. But more challenging some days at work. That's fair. I didn't realize you'd moved in. Well, that's nice. How you doing, Rottenmeier? How's things? How's life? Oh, I understand. No, I didn't use it to kill the Baron. A man is not a rabbit. Are you sure? Sister Matilda, did you receive a strange note recently? Yes, how did you know? Others have received notes as well. What did it say? Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence you suffered, the red bird flies. Rothvogel, the red bird. I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you'd like. You having green tea? I actually need to redo my tea because it's gone very cold. I'm having chamomile with honey and vanilla. Just one of those twining ones. It's quite nice though. I'm doing very well. In your bed? Who could have put it there? The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Thank you for your time, sister. Okay, so... we talk to Prioress's house. She's in prayer. Can I interrupt her while she's in prayer? Yes, I can. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. It's a lot of blessing. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. What concern of it is yours? A year and a bit now. Wow, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, it has been a minute. Life, man. Life. You know what sometimes, though? Sometimes I find that's just the way it goes, especially if things are just good. You know what I mean? Like, if things are just, like, just kind of, if you're on the right track, then the catch-ups just kind of don't happen, and it's not because you don't care, it's just because, like, you're cruising along. Because, you know, you turn to people when you do need them, and it's not necessarily a selfish thing. It's just sometimes that's just how friendships work. At least I was having this conversation with Allie the other day. I'm really bad that way. Like, if I'm just on this path and, like, there's nothing exciting happening, like, I don't have any good news to share, but I don't have any bad news to share. Like, there's just no news. Which, given my life, is 100% the way I want it. I don't want any news. Just, yeah. But yeah, you just don't, yeah. You're the same too. And you now have a roommate. Or a flatmate, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like, so, you have someone to talk to as well. So, like, yeah. Anyway. So, I get it. It happens. It's, yeah. I do the same thing. You said much in saying nothing. And now I will say even less. Oh. Okay. Really? Not gonna do that? I don't know that I'm the best. Average, probably, but I'm glad you're doing well. I really am. I need to talk to you again about the Baron. Given that the Baron was just murdered, it seems worth inquiring about the cause. Why? Do you not trust in the abbot's judgment? It is not the abbot's judgment that matters, but the archdeacon's. All too true, but you must proceed carefully in your inquiries. The abbot does not want anything to interfere with the archdeacon's investigation, and that includes you. Then help me. Help you what? Blame someone else for the murder? Help me find justice. What does justice look like, Andreas? This is not a Socratic exercise, Mother Celia. And you are no Thrasymachus, whatever the name is. Fair point. Someone will die for this murder, Andreas. If it is not Brother Piero, it will be someone else. The killing of a powerful noble cannot go unpunished, especially while he was under the protection of the abbot. Then help me find who did it before the archdeacon arrives. I am simply a nun. Why do you think I can help you? I saw how you reacted when the Baron arrived. You must know something about what's going on. Alright, I did have reason to be concerned about Baron Rochvogel's presence. The Baron caused irreparable harm to one of the sisters on his last visit. The damage was severe enough that she had to leave us for some time. What kind of harm? Irreparable. This is why I removed the sisters from his presence as soon as I could. Which sister? Can I speak with her? Are there any who may have wanted revenge? Because I know what sister it is. I cannot know what is in a person's heart, Andreas. Can I at least speak to the sister who was harmed? No, Andreas, I don't think that would be appropriate. This doesn't help me much if I don't know what happened or to whom. I understand this is less information than you likely wanted, but I do not think I can tell you any more on good conscience. Trust me when I say the victim of this incident could not have killed the Baron. I need more than that, or any records on her, on what happened. Yes, we keep records on all the sisters in the library. Not that it does you any good, you're not allowed. Can I ask Sister Illuminata to see them? She won't give them to you. Our records aren't available for outsiders to look through. Sister Illuminata told me there's a secret entrance into the library. Oh, and do you know where it is? Say nothing. As I suspected. Alright, I'll have to figure this out on my own. Thank you for your help. I'll be nice, but, like, also, I 100% know. So, the dude, I'm gonna assume he slept with her. Guessing it was Matilda. Alright. Okay, so I need to go. To the crypt. Where's the crypt? Oh, I need to eat as well. So there's someone in there I can eat. Oh, hello. Sorry. Nope, that's sorry. This is telling me all the places I can go and eat. Maybe I go down to the guest house. But also, where's the crypt? Is over there. So if I go through the church... Sorry, please hold. So if I go through the church... Right, yeah, that would be the way to go. I wonder how long I can go before it, like... Crypt. 2 markers go back centuries all the way to the founding of the abbey. It's pretty cool. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Curaçao's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. Investigate. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. No, that's nothing special. Well, it's got to be the key, right? That was it. Because key opens things. Now what? Cool. The sisters may be in the library right now. I need to wait until compliant. Okay. That's cool. In that case, I will go and... Oh. Sorry. That's not where I wanted to go. Go to the guest house. Ah, Master Mailer, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. My Lady Rockvogue, I'd be honored to break bread with you. Thank you. Please sit. I saw a note there. Yeah, we're praying. Good times. I find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mailer. Of course, the honor is mine. I must admit I'm surprised you wish to speak to me. Lorenz did not make friends easily. He was a strong-headed man. With staunch beliefs he didn't shrink to share. Quail. When I was told he'd found some manner of friendship with an artist, well, I was curious. It comforts me to know he found fellowship here at this most unusual abbey. Not that there is much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. Lorenz and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but... well, return we shall. I'm sorry for your loss, my lady. This sorrow is just the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Mailer? A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. When I finish my work here, we will be wed. Do you not look forward to the responsibilities of marriage, Master Mailer? Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lorenz became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. His thirsts were not limited to his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me. But are we not all flawed before Christ? I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites are not what led him to his end. I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself. Were you and Lorenz so close that you would trouble yourself so? I merely wish to see justice served, my lady. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. If not him, then who? I don't wish to speak out of turn. I see. Well, I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that my husband made his share of enemies. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely, to all those who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gernot doesn't share Matthias's passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would have made any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lorenzo's gift to the Abbey. Wait for her to continue. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborates fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. Was the appearance of the book peculiar or noteworthy in any way? It was neither large nor small, bound in blue leather. Unfortunately, I never examined it closely. My apologies. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. God mills it. Not solemnly. Do you plan to stay in Tassing long? Only so long as it takes the Archdeacon to investigate my husband's murder. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. Wait for her to continue. You are a disarming man, Master Mailer, much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied imperial law. Ah, thank you, but no. I fear it will only heighten my unease. Fair enough. I am sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you for having me at your table. Be well, Master Mailer. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Thanks. She had a note on the table. Baron Rothwagel. Okay, what's this? A letter from the Baron from Prior Frennick. My god, Lorenz was blackmailing Frennick to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. No wonder Frennick was so unsettled when Lorenz arrived. The Baron could have gotten him executed for witchcraft. Okay. Pet the dog. Who's a good boy? There we go. Best boy. Alright. Now. Oh yeah, so I'm supposed to... Wait. What time was it? Nons, right, okay. I haven't done any work. But I also... That's because I'm doing research. Okay, well, maybe we should go talk to Frennick. Because that seems like a pretty good motive. Oh. To, kill the Baron. Yeah, I've pet 2 different cats. 2 different cats and a dog now. We're on a roll. How you doing, Cheech? How's things? So the Baron is dead. We're investigating his murder. There's Guy. What's he doing out here? Prior's house. Frennick. Aye, Andreas, what an awful time. Awful time. A baron murdered at Curacao. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit I would never have thought him the type. What could have possessed him? He didn't do it. Absolute twit. You can't believe Brother Piero would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? I wasn't. I wasn't sneaking. I dropped a bottle of paint and was cleaning it up. What was it, some kind of disc? Just an academic interest of mine, nothing you need to concern yourself with. Let us seek a common understanding, Master Mailer, as two brothers in Christ. Please, let's. I love to understand things. The scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. And as long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Is that clear? If you don't mind me asking, why aren't you the abbot? It's all in VODs. So what have you missed? I mean, it's been a lot of talking. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, the Baron was murdered, and our friend, Brother Piero, was found by the body, and he, like, pulled out the knife. He was, like, holding on to the knife. And so we're basically trying to figure out who actually murdered the Baron. And it's a lot of, like, every time you sit down at a meal, it's just a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking. So, fair warning. Fair warning. Are you not better suited to the job, given your age and experience? That's not... I will not discuss this with you. Are we done here? I had a few more questions, if you don't mind. Be quick about it. I came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the late Baron Rothberger. What? Where did you get that? You shouldn't leave this type of thing lying around. An unscrupulous person might use it for devious ends. Because this doesn't look good. It's not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition. But I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. Baron's threat remained, and you know how fickle inquisitors can be about what books people choose to read. It is only a scholarly interest. I am the prior of the Curacao Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls, certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interests, it's perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. Yet he threatened to expose you to church inquisitors. The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There was nothing more to it. I see. Now, is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. I will leave you in peace. Okay? Huh, I don't feel like... Defensive and evasive. Yeah, the problem is, I don't know who might have actually done this. Like, I'm... Okay. He was defensive and evasive. Let's go find Lucky. We'll go talk to... Like, we had lunch with Lucky. And there was definitely a conversation about, was there a butler or a gardener or a pool boy? No butler. No pull boy. Maybe like a gardener? Maybe? Maybe? Okay. The thing is, right, the person that I think did it, I really don't want him to be guilty. This is kind of where I'm at the moment. Hello, Andreas. Something you need? Something occurred to me while we were eating. Andreas, I have things to do. Father Thomas needs me to help out at the church. After that, I'm going fishing with old Otto. So if you don't need me to repair a wall or a fallen chimney, then leave me be. I can see you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. I'd hope to ask you a few questions about Baron Rothvogel. I don't think so. See, I can't help but feel like this guy did it. But it will only take a moment. Ask your questions of someone else. I saw you shouting at the Baron when he arrived at Tassing. What was that about? Andreas. A man is dead, Lucky, and another's life hangs in the balance. Christ compels us to speak honestly, neighbor to neighbor. Oh, I love it. He's using the religion. God damn it, Andreas. I told you to leave me be. Christ has nothing to do with it. Taking his name in vain. What did he say? Lucky already told me he didn't want to talk about Lorraine. But it's clear they argued over something important, or Lucky wouldn't be so hostile. Lucky is known to be an honest man. Maybe I can push him just a little more. He doesn't seem the type to hold a grudge, though I suppose he'll... I don't suppose he'll take kindly to my suggesting he's a murderer. Did you kill him, Lucky? I have nothing more to say to you. Don't bother me again. He was not being very forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. If I wait here, maybe he'll leave and I can observe his actions. But should I do it now, it will probably take a while. I don't know. Do I follow him now, or do I go and talk to the women? Like the spinning... I'll reserve him later. We'll go to... Yeah, we'll go and see if we can't... I've gone... Oh, no, I'm okay. Well, I think you can only do so much. I think the whole thing is, like, you have to make choices. I think you have to make choices about what you can do, because you have a limited amount of time. So... Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh my god, this game kills my throat. My voice. Okay, so this is... So I hope you've got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. I'm happy to spare a few hours. Heda'd be glad to hear it. She's got a fondness for you. Heaven knows why. Now, I can't let you inside among the unmarried girls, being unmarried yourself. But you're welcome to watch through one of the windows. You don't need to worry about me. Good. Nothing matters more for a young woman than her reputation, and Ava and Veronica won't be getting a poor one on my watch. Fair enough. That idiot never did see trouble. He didn't want to jump in feet first. You don't think he's gone to Innsbruck? Keep listening. Lord, no. Innsbruck's got to be small time to the little shit now. You think he has something more exciting in mind? Hi, Ursula. It's a big world. Perhaps he intends to explore it or escape. That nobleman was just murdered up at the Abbey. Can I do anything? Say anything? Martin picked an awfully convenient time to run off. Yeah, I thought they were talking about Martin. Oh, Lord. Andreas was friends with the nobleman. Do you think Martin would have, you know... I'm not ruling anyone out just yet. It just doesn't seem like Martin. Martin might be a thief, but I don't think he's a murderer. He's a coward at heart. I would agree with that. You think it takes a brave man to commit a murder? Not a brave man, but a bold one. And Martin is not that. He's your problem, Cat. What do you think? Could he have killed that man? Poor Cat. Mom! It's a matter best left to the proper authorities, not a spinning bee. Imagine being tried by a gaggle of peasant women. That's unkind, Johan. It's the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it hurts your feelings. Say nothing. Andreas, if you're just going to stand around, how about I put you to work? If you're going to gossip with the girls, you might as well spin with them, too. How does this work? Draft wool from the distaff and twist it tight, then spin the tight yarn onto the spindle. Once there's enough yarn on the spindle, collect it at the bottom and begin again. Draft, twist, spin, collect, repeat. You'll figure it out. Damn thing. Ah. Okay. You know, I took Ursula to play with Gret's daughter the other day. And there was a strange man in the bakery. Was he polite to you? I can't believe Ulrich would stand for anything less. He was very reserved, dark skinned, quite tall, and wearing a tunic. He liked the rye bread, I remember. Who is this man? Why am I just now hearing about this? I believe he is staying at the Abbey. That must be Brother Sebhat. Brigitte and I saw him walking up there after visiting the shops. He seemed lost. Where is he from? Does he speak German? Christ, I hate being the last to know. Draft, draft, draft. Spin, spin, spin. Draft, draft, draft. Spin, spin, spin. Collect. There you go. You know, I saw Big Jorg talking to that nun again. The young one. Oh, who can blame him? God damn it, Johan. He knows she's trouble. I told him to stay away. She's very pretty, isn't she? In a mean way. Pretty, perhaps, but a nun all the same. He knows better. When has that ever stopped Big Jorg from doing anything? We have plenty of pretty girls here in town. My Veronica's not half bad. Mom. Let's not give Andreas any ideas, huh? Okay. Draft, 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 spin, 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 draft, 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 spin, 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 collect. Brigitte has been spending a lot of time at her mother's house lately. Agnes is glad to have her home, and Lucky has always treated her like a daughter, but I can tell they're concerned. Are Brigitte and Martin having trouble, Veronica? That's one word for it. Brigitte does what she can, but nothing pleases Martin. He won't lift a finger for her or Wolf. He's such an asshole. Well, that's not his business, is it? Women's work and all that. You ever seen him doing much men's work, Dad? Can't say I've ever seen him do much work at all. Perhaps Lucky can talk some sense into Martin. He's always been a devoted husband and father. Lucky Steinhauer is the model of what a man should be. Is everyone behaving themselves in here? Oh, it's you. Afternoon, Otto. Come to see anyone special? Hello, Otto. It's good to see you. I heard laughing from the road and knew you had to be up to no good in here. And look, there's Andreas. Have you been minding your manners? Old Johann here is a real stickler for propriety. Just learning a new skill, Otto. Nothing nefarious here. It's true. He's been a perfect gentleman. Maybe that's why he's not married. Otto, be nice. Too much time with those books, not enough time working. We all know you work hard in the fields, Johann. No need to boast. He works hard in other places, too. Mom! You've been in town a few months, Andreas. Got any burning questions you've been meaning to ask? About Tassing. The anchoress in the church. Do you know much about her? Oh, Sister Amalia. Amalie? Oh. You know her, Veronica? We're not dear friends or anything, but sometimes she has those fits, you know? And if Father Thomas isn't there and I have time, I'll wait with her until he arrives. Since when? I didn't know anything about this. And here I thought you just adored the church building. You're so funny, Veronica. Don't make it sound weird. She's nice, and someone should be there when she's in pain, that's all. Father Thomas told me she receives visions from God. She has been blessed by the Lord. I don't know if that's blessed. She doesn't sound like she has a very nice time of it. I prefer my blessings to come in the form of gulden. That was, for anybody who doesn't know, the original Dutch currency. Gulden. Gulden. She's been in Tassing for near on a decade, hasn't she? Since I was a girl, certainly. We've grown up with her in a way. The women in the maze, it's like something from a tale of knights and monsters. She's trapped in a box. I don't think there's anything romantic about that. Aren't you a little know-it-all? I didn't realize you were an expert. Come on, Andrea. Surely you've got better questions than that. What about the Abbey? Clara mentions the abbot has suddenly started raising taxes. Raising them and changing their terms, yes. When Father Matthias was the abbot, he would let us pay a portion of our taxes in crops. Naturally, the shit-for-brains abbot put an end to that this year. Even if our crops fail or produce less than we'd like, we still have the abbey for the use of the land. It doesn't make any sense. How can he raise our taxes when the price for our grain does not rise too? Where does he think the money comes from? Yeah, well. Good question. Good question. Oh my goodness me. He doesn't think about the common folk at all. If it's not his abbey, it's not his problem. Yeah, tariffs. What about the miller? Doesn't he have some part to play in that? Lennart drives a hard bargain. He won't give us a better deal just because the abbot raises our taxes. What we need is access to more land. Trying to bargain with Lennart won't get us that. Lennart is not a kind man, and he does not negotiate. He might if you carry a lot of debt, but his bargains are cruel. We pay him even before the abbot, though I'm not sure why. Good. I have nothing Christian to say about Leonard Muller, so I will say nothing at all. Except that I hope he falls into a fast-moving river during a flood and then dashes his brains on the rocks. Well, that's not nothing, but okay. Jesus Christ, Hetty. Can we talk about something else? I don't know about you girls, but I am sick of this wool. I'm sure we've all got other chores to get to. I'm glad to have that over with. Now I don't have to think about wool for a whole year. Oh, I was having such a nice time. I certainly learned a lot. Care for an escort home, Ava? I'd like that, yes. I expect everyone will be on their best behavior going home. They always are. Johan, please. Andreas, will I see you home for supper? Perhaps. I'm not sure what my plans are this evening. Certainly an educational experience. Thank you all for teaching me. Thanks for coming by, Andreas. Come back anytime. Unless you come on Abbey business. Don't threaten him with a good time, Johan. Okay. So, we're at Vespers. I've only got 19 hours left. I need to find someone to eat with. Who's that? Sepp. Who's Sepp? Are you Joseph? That's right. Well, Sepp Hubner. That makes it easier. My father's name is Joseph. You call your dad by his Christian name? No, but never mind. Alright then. You the artist staying with the Gertners? Yes, Andreas Mailer. I'm only here for a few months, and then I'm heading back to Nuremberg. Oh, the big city. Impressive. I've been to the Kempton Market a few times. Nice place. Never got any further than that, though. Anyway, I live out past the mill, farm the land there with my family. I came into town to talk to Endris about some nails, just waiting for him to finish up. He's well on his way to becoming a master of his craft. I can't complain about his work, but I suppose it's hard to mess up nails. Well, I'll leave you to it. Okay. Bakery. So, see, Lucky's not there. In saying that... Hold on. Where should I go for dinner? So I can go to the bakery for food. Obviously, we've got the Gertner's farm. We need to follow Lucky if I can. Fairnick is still, as far as I'm concerned, a... Oh, sorry, wrong one. Sorry. It's Vespers. So maybe actually I do go to the Gertners. Because I don't think there's any reason for me to be in the bakery right now. Oh. Hello? Andreas! Christ, there you are. Are you alright? You look terrible. Have mercy, Andreas. I ran here from the Abbey as quick as I could. It's the Archdeacon. He's come early with an entire retinue in tow. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you tomorrow at Nons. He requested you specifically. Did he say why? It's no secret you've been poking about the town and the abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I'm well aware of the stakes, thank you. If only I'd had a couple more days. Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas... What is it? It's just, you know as well as I do, the Baron was not a good man. I'm not saying he deserved what he got, just you think hard about what you tell the Archdeacon and who you tell him about. You understand? You don't need to worry. I found nothing that implicates you. Smile encouragingly. It's not me I'm worried about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout. You don't deserve that. All I'm saying is, if in your searching you heard anything about a certain sister, I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect the sisters from censure. That's all I would ask of you. I should return to Kirsau. The abbot will be having a fit right about now. I don't know who did it, is the problem. I thought I had more time, but... Say hello to the girls today. Ava and Clara. No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles. Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. That makes perfect sense to me. You're making fun. It's fine, I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later. Hello, Andreas. If you don't have supper plans, would you care to join us at home? Perhaps another time. I don't really know what to do now, because now I'm out of time. Hello, Andreas. I mean, I guess I could ask to eat here, but I don't think it matters. I mean, I need to be up at the church anyway. I mean, I could eat here. Sabbath. Andreas, I am sorry about what is happening to Brother Piero. I do not know him well, but I find it hard to believe he could have killed the Baron. Do you have any idea who might have done it? Did you see anything? Sadly, no. Most mornings I spend my time reading in the courtyard, but the rain made that impossible, and although the brothers are friendly, I do not know them well enough to speculate. I am sorry. I know it might be far from your mind, but have you considered my offer to eat with you and the townspeople? The gospel says that man cannot live on bread alone, but from time to time a little bread is required. Of course, I'll talk to Gret and see who wants to come along. Where should we meet you? The shrine to St. Moritz. I'll see you there. Okay. Oh my, Andreas. Yes. Are these all the mothers from Tassing and their children? Well, no, I don't think it's all of them. Helena Periferin couldn't make it. It's a long walk up here in her condition. And Hetty said Hans was too big for stories. Stories? I may have said something about your books. Oh. I like stories. Yes, maybe a little too much. All right, I can tell a story, but first let us pray together and eat. Oh Lord, thank you for bringing us together, and as you brought Jesus to his disciples on the road to Emmaus. With the breaking of bread between us, let us recognize each other as Christians and rejoice in our salvation through you. Amen. Blah, 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 blah. And I thank you and your husband for this bread, Gret. My Ulrich always says that bread brings people together. I missed this when I was in Flanders. They don't have bread in Flanders. Where's Flanders? North, down by the sea. It's where the Muller's wind farm come from. It's true, they have whole fields of them where the land is flat. I want to see them. Father Gernot eats a white bread, does he not? Yes, the finest wheat is used for the abbot's bread. Why? The abbot is a very important man, Paul. We have bread in my home that we call injera. We make it thin, round, and wide, and we put our food on top of it. We eat it with almost every meal, as you love the bread of your home, so I miss mine. Oh, what's the recipe? Maybe we can make it. Thank you, but no. We use a fine grain that does not grow here, called teff. Surely someday you'll go home and can have your fill of it. God willing, yes, but then perhaps a day will come when I miss the rye of Tassing. It is the great danger that comes with the blessing of travel, living a life between worlds. I don't want to talk about bread anymore. It's so boring. Don't be rude, Bert. I did say I would tell a story. Children, have you ever seen a Bible? Father Tom. Yeah, Father Thomas has one. It's huge. Look how cute Ursula is. My dad has one. It is printed in Bamberg. Very good. This is a Bible from my home that I brought to give to the abbot. Andreas, do you have a favorite story to illustrate from the Bible? Does anyone have a favorite story from the Bible? I know the first one. I know the last one. I don't know anyone's of the ones in between, but I'm going to say the Chariots of Fire, because that would be a fun one to illustrate. You know, if I'm going to do one, if I was going to draw a picture, Chariots of Fire seems like the way to go. Yes, the spectacle of a prophet carried bodily into heaven. It is always a wonder to see how different artists illustrate it. Now then, children, do you know the story of Jesus feeding the multitudes? Ursula's like, no. Fish and loaves. My mom and dad make loaves. This is from our Bible, how we tell the story of how Jesus fed thousands from only a few fish and a few loaves of bread. I like they're like in the foreground and you've got like the painting behind. Why is everyone brown? Because where I am from, everyone looks like me. Why? Because we are all as God has made us. I know Tossing seems big to you, but the world is so much bigger than we can imagine. There are many people of many different colors all over the world. There are places where no one looks like you or me. Really? It's true. In Flanders, I saw ships arrive from the New World. The people look and dress very differently from us, differently from Brother Sabat. They make art out of gold that is so beautiful it outshines the greatest works of the Christian world. Brother Sabat, did you know the Baron who was murdered? Oh my god. Us kids, you know. It came up when I was visiting the Druckers. I'm sorry, Marie. There's nothing to apologize for. We can't shield them from the world forever. I did not know him, Bert. But do you know the story of Lazarus? No. No. He was a friend of Jesus. He became sick, and he died. Die. Die. Dur. 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 Hat. But Jesus brought his followers to Lazarus' tomb. He prayed to God, and when they opened the tomb, Lazarus emerged, returned from the dead. Why is she climbing up behind me? She's looking... Is she looking at my hat? Is that what's happening? Jesus can bring people back from the dead? He can, Bert. What? Yeah, she's gonna steal my hat. That's what's happening right now. One day, Jesus will bring us all back from the dead. God, I hope not. Once I'm dead, just leave me. I'm good. One life is about all I can manage. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm good. I just pass. I'm fine. What? I'm good. Just not. It's fine. I think living one life is, you know, kind of enough. She's gonna steal my hat. Everyone who has ever lived and died will come together and be resurrected on Judgment Day. Steal my hat. There she goes. Have your hat stolen. Say nothing. It's too cute. I'm not going to get mad at that. Even the Romans? Yes, the Romans too. She's put on my hat now. Why did you ask about the Romans? I saw one come out of their tomb like Lazarus. What do you mean, Paul? Well, the ruins below the mill, they're Roman, and they all died a long time ago. But I saw one come out the other night. They were in white, like Lazarus. Let's stop telling stories, Paul, and you shouldn't have been outside at night. Andreas, what does he mean? I think I may have seen something similar the other evening. What? Really? Where? At the same place, by the Roman ruins. Maybe Paul did see a spirit of some kind. The very dire omen, if that is what he saw. I will pray on this. Apologies for that, ladies, but thank you for sharing a meal with me today. I will be leaving for Rome soon, but I am glad to have spent some time with you and your children. Thank you, Brother Sabat. It was wonderful. Ursula's sitting there, chewing on something. Oh, bread from looks of it. Don't forget to stop by the bakery before you go. I'm sure my husband will want to see you before you go. I will. God grant you all health. Okay. So, I should get some sleep or break into the library. We are definitely breaking into the library. %. 100% breaking into the library. Oh shit. Mathieu is the Abbey's circuitor. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. I have to keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing he can't see well. Okay. Probably move here. Crypt. Let's go. If I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now. The Archdeacon's already here. This may be my last chance to investigate the library. The Archdeacon decides Piero's fate. I feel like I should have followed Lucky, but... What's this? This is all about different things. The writer is Cadfalos of Salopia. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mugwort and Butcher's Broom? I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book, and the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Okay. Go up. Oh, here we go. That's what we have here. A bifolium taken from a larger text, the Mysteria Astra. I'm not familiar with it. Some sort of astronomical text. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs in the elements and their basic relationship to alchemy. Each sign is governed by one of the 4 elements. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are earth signs, and so on. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. We scribe and illustrate bifolia out of page order, so the shift of subject isn't surprising. It would make more sense once it was bound. It would make more sense once it was bound. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. They can't all be Aristotle. This is most curious. Historia. Ah. It appears to be quite complicated and extraordinary tale. Right. Okay. I don't know who I'm supposed to... This looks promising. The familiars of the Sisters of Kirshu Abbey. Mother Catherine was the first to enter records, it looks like, almost 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard from the Golderic family in Ravensburg, quite wealthy. Looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. Sister Cecilia Alderheit. Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family. They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looked like her family donates a lot of money to Curacao every year, more than my family sees in 10. Sister Gertrude from Hoff, the herbalist. Her father is an apothecary, that explains it. Matilda, the nun's ciliary. She comes from Kempton. Merchant family. They donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. Quite thoughtful. I'll have to thank them if I ever get the chance. This note says Sister Matilda left the abbey for several months. Why would she go on a hermitage? To a hermitage? Hermitage? Seems strange she's the only entry with such a note. The dates, 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias dies. Which means it's around the time Baron Rothvogel visited. This has to be it. Matilda must be the nun the Baron harmed on his last visit. I can't really talk to them, though. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline. Looks like they have some connection to Curacao through an old abbot, Rudolph. Her family donates money to the abbey every year as well. If they can. Sophie. Family is poor, but they donated flour. Lisbeth. She's from Utrecht. She had an eventful life coming here, married with a child. Both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Curacao. Sister Margaret. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Wow. Wealthy peasant family. They donated wool in a pasture. Sisters Zendaya. This should be good. Zendana. Blah. They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. I don't think we can talk to... I don't have time. Oh. What in the... Shit. What am I gonna do now? Just wait for them to finish, then leave? It can't take that long, can it? Should speak with them openly, in good faith, as a matter of reason. Run for it, go, go, go. Run? You reckon run? I definitely don't want to do the middle one. So I either wait for them to finish, or I run. You reckon run? Oh yeah, I agree. Talking to them would be a bad idea. Staying around to wait for them to finish, I feel like I would have trauma. Yeah, maybe running for it. That would be like 1 minute. They might be distracted. That's what I'm thinking. You know, have to pull their hypothetical pants up. Run for it. They'll notice, but can they catch me? How fast can 2 monks run? I'll break for the stairs. They can't possibly catch me. I feel like this is a bad idea. That noise. Oh no. I need to get out of here. Run, 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 run. I'm going. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. Too close. Too close. Oh, I'm not actually controlling him. Ow. I made it. Could they tell it was me? Christ, my leg. Yeah, I bet. I wasn't actually controlling him. Oh, I'm on the ship. I'm in the dream. Ah, okay. Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon. How's business? Good, I'm finishing a commission for the Imhofs. You can see it when you get back. And then you can show me your commission when you open your workshop. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No, of course not. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw away something like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, alright. Sabine, this is the girl. Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. You really want to get married to a stranger? Why should that matter? Right, everyone keeps saying that. That's why I'm saying it to you now. Because I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. Welcome back, Andreas. It's been too long since you have graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Curacao Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising? My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being a part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So what do you intend to do about it? When I am brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He is right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that shit-for-brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rochvogel anyway? Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Oh no, the Abbey! Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Reason? When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Honesty. You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Authority. Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Above all, faith and providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Curacao and Tasing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemperim despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kemper's farm. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Attila is certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose she will lose their home. My apologies, his home. For what reason should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannick, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. It's true and terrible. It's easy to understand Attila's anger. Good. Perhaps if more men understood our just anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly by while injustice flourishes around it. What the hell is a half-trained artist with half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. You've established a motive for the widow, Andreas, but there is quite another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most matters, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of Attila's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? I wondered at that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? No, not yet. Oh god. I have no weapon. If you wish to convince the Archdeacon that the old woman killed the Baron, you will need more than just a motive. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Frennick feared the Baron would report his occult interest to inquisitors. How so? Prior Frennick and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. When Frennick refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Frennick to the Baron, in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul, he could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed, all for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. We're well aware. This is not, yeah, I'm doing a very bad CSI impersonation. I would not get any kind of conviction whatsoever. All this worry over dangerous books started in the University of Paris. It shouldn't even be an issue out here. Whether the proclamation was made by a bishop of Paris or by the Pope himself, the danger remains. Prior Frennick feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the prior have accomplished the deed? I am not certain. I haven't found anything I think he could have used as a weapon. Oh my god. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Frennick is a suspect, you must find a weapon. Shit. So the only person I have a weapon for is the nun. I found no other suspects. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. No. There's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know, but you need not tell him everything. I think I understand. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. No point throwing everyone waist-deep into shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience. Little time remains before we must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I must. Till we meet again. So oh my god. I have... at Nons. So I have some time. We're not going here. Nobody to eat with there. But I feel like I should go there and have a conversation. I wonder if I can follow Lucky now. No, I didn't think so. We'll go to the church first. To the abbey, rather, not the church. Actually, let me go up to the mill really quick. This looks like a Dutch windmill. What's it doing in Bavaria? It's another dog to pat. Hello. Aww. He's so cute. Okay. Glass windows probably made in the Low Countries. Outer farms, no. I want to go to the ruins, actually. A child's drawing. I wonder who the artist is. Oh, here we go. Collapsed. This must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Warning! You're the Gertner's boarder, aren't you? How could you tell? You've got paint beneath your fingernails and an artist's physique. Quite unlike the Gertners. They're farmers. You expect them to act like kings. A little dignity wouldn't hurt them. They bleat like sheep when times get hard. Only Ava's got a backbone. How is she, by the way? Why does she's fine? Why? I'm only curious. She used to bring their barley to me, but Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I'd hoped to foster that. I haven't seen such a marvelous windmill since my time in Flanders. There are many in the farmlands along the Lay, particularly west of Ghent. Ah, the Lys, a lovely range of hills. River, actually. It's Lay in Flanders and Lys in France. Of course! Lay, I must have misheard you. She's the only windmill in Bavaria, did you know? Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications. The gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious adults here can appreciate it. Except you. I suspect they have more urgent matters on their minds. I should be going. Yeah, this guy's absolute dickhead. Cool. So the thing is, right? May I ask you some questions? This concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? Why did you have to leave Curacao to go to a hermitage? Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Oh, I see. He has several nemesis, but that neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seem to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his interests clear. Let her continue. I refused his advances. I thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough, because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. Let her continue. Why didn't you tell Mother Cecilia, Father Mathis? To do what? Be lectured on how to behave? Accusing a man of misbehavior, especially a nobleman, is not so simple a thing. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest, where he could have his way with me. I managed to badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted, and he left me there in the woods. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes, I thank God for it. Mother Cecilia had me removed for Curacao for my safety until I could recover. Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, not really. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. So, did you kill the Baron? No, I did not. If you don't believe me, do what you feel is necessary. It's hard to ignore your past with the Baron. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Thank you for your time. So, I don't think it's her. Hold on. Hold on. Father Thomas, huh? Because the thing is, I don't have any weapons. Moki's home. I know I can eat there, but carving of Saint Sacia, it looks quite old. Looks like Athena. Kinda. Oh. Hi ladies. Hi, Andreas. Monica, no. Oh dear. I don't know, Rotmeyer. I'm not sure. His, like, my instincts tell me that Lucky did it, but I didn't follow him. And so now I'm not really sure. He can see us. Afternoon, girls. Are you here for a swim too? I don't think Franz or Johan would appreciate me joining you. Probably no. Oh my god, don't invite him in. Don't worry, Brigitte, he won't do anything weird. He won't do anything weird, right? I was out for a walk. I didn't even know you two were here. Well, we are. And you shouldn't be. We should be getting back for dinner, actually. Mom will be wondering where I am. I'm not getting out with him here. Oh, I see your dilemma. I'll go. It's fine. It's not. Franz is going to be so mad. Have a good dinner, Andreas. Old salt mine. I assume there's a lot of locations in this that might be, because I mean there's a couple of chapters, right? So this is only the first, I guess. I'm not sure. No, I couldn't go down the mine. I could only look down it. At which point they said it was before. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, I'll show you. I don't mind going back. Just to look at. It's just a look. Nothing else here at the moment. So I need to find somebody to eat with as well still, but I'm like... Oh, sorry. Wrong way. This way? Must be Rannick's cane. It's strong, sturdy in here. The head has broken off. The break looks recent, but Attila have used his cane to kill a wrens. Your husband's cane is broken. Do you remember how that happened? How should I know? Everything in here is broken and falling apart. The head broke off at some point. I don't remember how. Remain silent. So, the thing is, right, so I have enough... I don't think she did it, though. This is my issue. And I don't think... If anybody, I feel like it's... Lucky. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like... Because something's happened there that he... is not talking about. I can't eat here anyway. I've already eaten here once. So I can go to the Zimmerman house or I can go to the bakery. I haven't eaten at the bakery yet. Actually, hold on a second. More ruins. Zimmerman for the good soundtrack tunes. Oh. Looking at more flowers. Hello, you're the artist from Nuremberg. Andreas Mailer, journeyman artist at your service. That was it, Mailer. Someone mentioned you dabbled at university for a year or two. Funny. You're staying with the Gertners, yes? The Abbey does have a guest house, you know. The Gertners are good and gracious people. For farmers. Wow, rude. Tassing is full of miserable people like them. Everyone's been kind enough to me. You haven't done anything to cross them yet. If you do, well, you'll see what I mean. Why would you do something to cross them, then? There's an ad about to start. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and let that run. So I really should finish up here soon. I should have deferred the ad. They expect me to perform miracles, but I'm not a saint. The rest of the townsfolk, well, there can't be more than a handful of them who know how to spell their own names. Father Gertnant is too soft with them, but I suppose he has to keep them placated or risk riots on his land. Fortunately, I do not intend to stay in Tassing long. Where are you planning to go instead? Innsbruck might be worth my time. I recommend you don't linger here either, Mailer. Or you'll soon find yourself trapped in a marriage to a mouse-faced girl with dirt under her nails. Alas, there's already a woman waiting for me in Nuremberg. Then what are you doing? Then what are you darkening my doorstep for? You should be sprinting out of these mountains. In any case, I must ask you to go. I have plenty of work to do. Good day. It's been a pleasure, I suppose. Likewise. Now, goodbye. Okay. So I know once I have this meal, I don't know if I need to go to the Abbey right away, but I know I have a lot of talking that I need to do still. And I'm kind of getting tired, as you can tell. So I'm thinking I might kind of stop there. I know it's really rude because an ad just ran, but that was literally just because I just saw it and I was like, oh, it's too late for me to stop it. But yeah, I think I might actually end here. Just because I know that there's a lot of talking that's going to come. With, like, basically calling someone guilty. I know, I'm sorry. It's so rude of me. I usually try and end, so because I run a 3-minute ad, like, when I start, and because I don't really run ads, because, like, I don't have enough people for it to matter, I don't tend to get an ad during my stream. If I take a break, I'll run something, just so it doesn't do the pre-rolls, but anyway, I just missed it. I've been too distracted reading all the text. But yeah, I'm feeling like I kind of need to end it here. There's a lot happening in this. Oh my lord. Yeah, it is. It is, and I started a little bit earlier, just because I was keen to get started because I took the weekend off. I played some Sims on the weekend, and I forgot how much I do enjoy that game and how easy it is for me to lose like hours, like literal hours of my life just gone. Um, Sims 4, just Sims 4. I have the other one. Sims 2 doesn't run on my computer anymore. It just refuses to, which is kind of sad. I remember when The Sims 2 came out. I was obsessed with the original Sims, and I could only play on my dad's computer at his office because my computer didn't run it. So I would sit in his office. He had a Remax real estate office, and after it was closed, I would sit there at the front at like the receptionist desk, and I would play The Sims. And my parents would call me and be like, "Robin, are you coming home?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm on my way shortly." And they'd have to call me again and again and again because I was just like hours lost. And I remember the very first time I booted up The Sims 2, and I chose the Broke household as my first household to go into. And Brandy Broke popped like her little stomach out and started waddling around because she was pregnant. And I was like, I just remember being like, because of course the original Sims, the babies were delivered by storks, and then they never grew up. So you didn't actually want babies because they were a pain in the ass. Oh, I had all the Sims. I had all the expansion pack. I've gotten rid of most of the stuff by now. They re-released Sims 2. Well, I have. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna say goodbye to YouTube for now because YouTube doesn't need to hear this. See YouTube. I have, and also that means I can put some music on.